Hello folks, this is Sullla once again. Welcome to another video in our series for Master of Orion. I believe that this is part 4 featuring the Klackons. So let's go ahead and pick up where we left off last time. Last time we were in a situation where I had the chance to win the game in the council vote, but I went ahead and passed that up in the hope of winning a more interesting victory, let's put it that way. The last thing I did right at the end was design one of these huge auto repair dreadnoughts, which are a staple in lots of my games. And my top industrial worlds have gotten started on them right now, but most of them take about 10 to 15 turns, so we're going to have to wait for them to roll off the assembly lines. In the meantime, diplomatic situation, most everybody dislikes us. However, we've managed to get through the 24-25 council vote. We've got another 25 turns before we have a chance to lose the game. In those intervening 25 turns, I should have enough time to finish this planetology tech, improve terraforming plus 40. That'll give me 30 more people on every planet. I have 16 planets, so 16 planets times 30 more people on each one. That's, 480 people? And so that's worth another 5 council votes. And in any case, in other words, what I'm saying is I should be safe from the next council vote. I should have enough population to block a council vote the next time it comes up. Okay, I'm not at war with the Bulrathi anymore, so let's stop spying on them. Let's try to spy on someone who is at war with me. That would be a nice tech to steal. But no, we're not going to steal from these guys right now. Who am I actually at war with, and who is something I'd want to steal? The Sakura? They have terraforming plus 30, but that's not that crucial. And the silicoids, let's find out what the silicoids have. I could use the Merculite missiles, or Warp Dissipator, even their range techs. Oh, and improved Space Scanner. Yeah, all that stuff is good. So let's turn on research or espionage with the silicoids and focus on them for the time being. I'm going to scroll through my planets real quick and just check to see what's going on. Okay, this is probably enough missile bases here at Celsi. I've got 5 bases there. Let's see what's up. 6 bases here. Nordla doesn't have any, but Nordla's a tiny planet. I guess I should go ahead and build a shield, though, at the very least. Okay. Anyway, let's go back here, keep checking these worlds. Yeah, I've got 10 bases here, 11 bases here, and Draconis, the poor world, is still... Actually, it's almost max factories. Wow. You don't see that too often. Okay, that's pretty nice. Rana... it's probably safe. I'll build 1 base there. Military here. Research. These are pretty safely in the back lines. Kalis is rich and can crash build bases. Let's see, and I'm building a base here. Okay, and I think that's all of my planets, I think. Maybe not. Okay, there we go. Alright, so looks good. Let's go ahead, let's get started. Keep an eye on those ships moving around. What's this? Oh, it's the copyright protection, but I actually printed this out. So I have the sheet here. And let's find out which one this is. It says that this is the Sunfire. Not one word, the Sunfire. So I went ahead and printed out the copyright protection just so that I wouldn't have to deal with that. And I wouldn't have to tab out of the game. Okay, back on research here. And yeah, those tiny little size 20 worlds are going to take a while to build those planetary shields. Alrighty, that works for me. And how many more factories do I still need to build here? This has got to be getting pretty close to only maybe like 1 more turn for that to max out. And construction tech is actually in the percentages now. That's nice. I can probably redesign that ship when that construction tech pops. Okay, there we go. There's max shields, or max factories. I'm thinking in civ terms. So now we got to get the planetary shield. And now that I'm building bases, I'll send this ship to go join up with the others, just to keep them together. Where's my fleet? Oh, it's not there? Where is it? Is it here? Okay, that's where it is. It's over Firma. So just to keep these together. Over here. Again, the AI is mostly leaving me alone. They're doing a pretty nice job of that at the moment. Up to 3%. So, a 6% chance to discover because for whatever reason the text screen is bugged and it shows 1/2 the actual discovery chance. Yeah, I don't understand it either. Just a little issue with the game. And let's see, let's get an updated view. Okay, so if I had the chance to steal, what would I take from these guys? Probably computers, because I'd love to get improved space scanner. Probably would try to take computer tech. If that's not available, probably weapons tech after that, because mercs would be nice. These construction planetology force fields not that useful. Alrighty, so we'll keep an eye on that and hope that I can steal something. There goes my ship. Alright, so there's the maxing of factories at Draconis. Now I need to build the some missile bases for defense. By the way, I am at war with the Sakura right now. I am at war with these guys, so we'll keep an eye on them. Yeah, they are at war with me, right? Yeah, we'll keep an eye on them. But I don't think they have anything in the way of text that's all that scary. Yeah, they when I last saw them, they didn't have anything better than HyperXs and ion cannons, neither of which will even scratch my bases. So I'm not too terribly afraid of those guys right now. Anyway, do we have a shield yet at Firma? No. Forma and Nordla still do not have shields. Okay. I'm still a ways away from finishing one of these ships. The AI ships keep flying around. What's over here? Alright, that huge ship is still hovering over Borathi space. Up to 5% now. I'm hoping that that will pop before this ship finishes. I can always have Colden do some research for a turn or two if that's the case. Alright, there's the planetary shield. Now I need to get some bases up. Again, I want to have about 10 at the very least. Poor planets, it's harder to crash build bases from an incoming threat, so you actually have to build more bases if you're intending on defending a poor world. One reason why the poor planets are not something that's too much fun to deal with. Wow, look at this. It's going to finish the planetary shield, and then it'll still take 3 more turns to build a base here. So these little worlds, until I get terraforming tech, are pretty much just going to have to sit building bases. The good news is that terraforming tech is almost done. It's about to pop very soon, so that's good news there. Good news, everyone. Very good news. Now I have 2 spies in with the silicoid, so maybe I'll be able to steal something from these guys. Maybe. Cross your fingers. I've already gotten an absurdly lucky theft, though. Oh, there we go. There's reduced industrial weight 40%. This will clean up my factory waste costs a lot. Again, this is the 3rd tech in the field. The first one is reduced waste 80%. I didn't have that in the tree. The second is reduced industrial waste 60%. I had that, chose to skip it. And now I have the 3rd one in the field. So this will cut all my pollution by 40%. That's a very big deal. Yes, I do want to reduce the ecology rate of all colonies to keep them clean. So to go forward, no choice. We have to research improved industrial 4, which makes factories cheaper. Again, I haven't gotten a single armor tech anywhere in my tree, which is what makes stealing that Zortium armor so important. Or Zortrium, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm actually first in Empire production, which is not something you see on Impossible very often. So that's a very good sign. Alright, so there's the planetary. Again, wait, let me find one of my... This planet still hasn't finished its shield yet. Let me go ahead and check out my planets. Look how small my waste cleanup costs are. Look how minuscule this is. I now have to spend barely anything to clean up pollution costs. Okay, the other thing that I can do is, now that I've discovered more construction tech, one thing that tech does, let me see, do I have an extra fleet spot? Yes, I do. Alright, well, I don't need this colony ship. I'll go ahead and scrap this. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and show you what happens is, as you get more tech, you can fit more things on your designs. So I can design a new huge ship. Wait, actually, cancel that. That's a shame. I can redesign the same ship, and I'll be able to fit more guns on it. So watch, I'll just do the comparison here. Same thing, Zortrium, fusion engines, movement speed 3, Mark 5 computer, class 5 shields, auto repair, and battle scanner. Alright, so what was the weaponry on here? Fusion beams and fusion bombs. I'll go ahead and start putting some fusion bombs on here. I think I had about, like 15 on this design before. So let's start putting some guns on here. Ah, what the? No, I don't want heavy lasers. I must have clicked on the wrong spot. Okay. 10 here. Don't have a lot of space left. Let's stick on some more bombs. That's pretty good. More guns. I'll take off a bomb, and I'll put 1 missile on here. That's for tactical move purposes. Okay, and this will be Fusion 4. Alrighty, so fleet. Check out the specs. Alright, so note that by virtue of discovering that new construction tech, These ships cost almost exactly the same. This one's like, what, 50 more BC? I mean, for a cost of 5,000, that's non-existent. But look, I was able to double the number of fusion beams. Well, almost. I went from 12 up to 22. And again, that's purely a result of having more construction tech. More construction tech means you can fit more stuff on the ship. So I'm going to scrap this design. And I'm going to go ahead. And no, I'm not going to build 500 Scout 2s. I'm going to build this design. So I just got to go through. And sadly, I have to reassign it at each world that's building them. But that's why I have these relocate little thingies on, so I can quickly see what cities are building these ships. Alternately, you can go to the planets tab and it will show you what's being built on each planet. Like here I'm building Scout 2s, which obviously I don't actually want to build 450 Scout 2s. Unarmed scouts. We're going to throw hundreds of unarmed scouts at them. That they'll really be scared once that happens. Hundreds and hundreds of unarmed scouts. That'll show them who's boss, right? Anyway, so poor world is getting a couple missile bases, and then it'll be pretty safe. And by the way, I was at like 330 RP before. Now I'm at 406, and again, that's due to having more RP to spend. Oh, and here's the last world I have to change. Here we go. This little world still needs 9 more turns because it's rich. But hey, it's a rich world, so it's worthwhile to do it. Alrighty, well, that's looking good. The first couple bombers are about to roll off the assembly lines. And where do we actually want to send them? You know, like where do we actually want to go with these? Aqualay is the obvious target, but I'm not actually at war with the bears right now. Who am I at war with? I'm at war with the Silicoids and the Sakura, so we should go after them, I guess, right? Artemis would be a pretty good target. It's lightly defended. It only has 4 missile bases, so this is probably the best target to go after. Let me go ahead and reassign my go-to orders to take advantage of that. So here we go, shall we? Let's then relocate them to Draconis, my poor world, and that'll also serve a function of point defense for that poor world. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. 2 turns. All right. Again, if there's one failing in this game, it's that the game can be a little bit micromanagement intensive at times. That said, once you do queue up where you want your ships to go with the relocate orders, once you do this one time, you can build as many ships as you want and they'll all get automatically relocated. So, as I said, it's a little irritating to set up at first, but 30 seconds to reorder where every planet's ships are going, and then you will be good from there. Also, let's send forward the fleet that we have over here and prepare to go after the Sakura. So it'll take 4 turns to get there, but that's fine. It'll take that long. It'll take that long anyway for me to finish building these ships. And I'll send the bombers forward too. Might as well. These ships are really outdated, but I guess I'll keep them there for the moment. Actually, I think I'm going to scrap them to free up a design slot in a minute. I'll just send one of these here so I have something hovering over each world. All right, and let's go. Now I'll be able to click next turn a couple times while I wait for those ships to be finished. All right, there we go. That's the planetary shield. Let's get a missile base on this little planet too. Firma actually needs to build quite a few bases because it's kind of exposed. Back here, this should be relatively safe in Nordia. How far away is Raiden? I bet that's about range. That's about 6 parsecs, so that is in range from Alkari space. So, I mean, it's not totally safe back there. Have to keep that in mind. And where's the home world? Colden. 2 more turns to finish that particular ship. From the techs that are in here, nothing crucial is going to affect. I don't have like another warp tech incoming, so I'm not going to wait for that. And this is a weapon that I might use, but it's not important for what I currently have. All right. Anyway, so I don't need to. I'm not like waiting on any key techs here. Unfortunately, my spies have not managed to get anything from the rocks so far, but we'll keep waiting on that. All right, 1 turn. Fusion 4 coming out. So my first ship's done. Here it is. There it goes over there. And yeah, now you get to notice. And it'll take 10 turns to build another one, but that's fine. Let's see. Tyr is 2 turns. Betaseti should be 1 turn. Yes, Betaseti should be 1 turn. Let's let the ships from Betaseti and Tyr get over there. And then we'll send them forward and attack. Okay, Draconis now has 7 bases. That's probably enough for the moment. convert this planet over to research. So yeah, even these poor worlds, you max them out on factories, 450 research points. That's pretty good. Oh wait, I have another ship finishing up here in 1 turn and 3 turns. Okay, let's get like a couple of these ships. I really don't need that many to go on the attack against a planet that's not really all that well defended. Yeah, there's 3 of them. Let's get these 3 ships over here. And then once I have 3 of them, I think that'll be enough to go and attack at Artemis. Like I said, Artemis does not appear to be heavily defended. Well, actually now there's 3 large ships, but that still should be nothing against 3 huges, especially with me having such a big tech edge over the Sakura. Well, it's a little outdated. Actually, I should get an update on what they have. Check and see what they have. Get an update on what techs they actually have. Yeah, I'm not too worried diplomatically. I still have 15 more turns before the vote. My terraforming tech will have come in by that point in time. Something just happened. Is this a tech discovery? Someone declaring war? Oh, the silicoids want to sign peace. Okay, that's fine. We're not going after them right now. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Now, one thing about building a lot of ships, you might notice how I have to now spend 9% of my income on ships. So if you build a lot of ships, you do have to pay maintenance on them. They do cost you money each turn that they're there. So do keep that in mind. By the way, I have a huge reserve sitting there, 6,000 BC. So hopefully I won't have to use that, but if I do, it'll be there. Okay, so these are incoming. 1 turn. Let's see, 1 turn there. All right, so it's time to start the attack. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm not just going to attack this planet in terms of... can I get there in 1 turn from Draconis? Hold on. I should be able to get there in 1 turn. Okay, yes, the fusions don't have to leave just yet, but the blasters will have to leave this turn. So I'm going to send them. Now, what I want to do is, up to this point in time, I've been raising and replacing, but you don't really want to do that. What you'd prefer to do in this game is you want to capture planets intact. So I'm going to conduct a planetary invasion here. The goal is send in my ships, bomb out the bases, and then swarm in with Marines and try to capture the planet. That's the goal in any case. So I'm going to go ahead and send... Oh, I won't be able to grow back a full 20. Let's see if I can try to take the planet on the first turn. So I will send very heavily here. I won't be able to grow all these back in 1 turn, but that's okay. I'll be able to grow most of them back. And I'll send another 25 from here. Now I don't know what marine tech these guys have. All right, let's see what they've got. They have Duraloy. They have armored exoskeleton. Okay, so I'm not going to capture this on the first turn, most likely. Not with them having armored exoskeleton gives them a big bonus to their combat rolls. So and they also have personal deflector. Okay, so I probably will not be taking this on the first turn, but I can wear them down with repeated invasions and try to do that. Anyway, so I'm going to send in the Marines. I got to send them in a turn early, and then I'll follow that up with more on the following turn. So if I'm not going to be able to take this on the first turn, let's not devastate myself by killing too much pop the first turn. Dial this down slightly. That'll leave me in a better position to do future waves. Alrighty. And if none of that made sense, then just keep an eye on this. It'll make more sense in a minute. Alright, so here comes the population transports flying towards Vega. Wait, not Vega, whatever that planet's called. More of these ships are getting produced. Where are they being built? I don't even know. Don't care. Let's send in the actual battleships. The fusions are on their way. And let's see. See, these planets did not regrow all of their population. So I'm going to keep sending pop. I should be able to regrow 15. And similar thing here. Send 15 this turn. Or 16's fine. Alrighty. Any more ships here? No, these are just the old ones. And here comes a fusion that's limping in behind. Anyway, though, so I've coordinated the invasion. It looks like we're going to meet the core of their fleet. If my fleet loses, all of these population transports are going to die horribly in space. But I'm betting that that's not going to happen. I think I'm going to be able to capture, win the fleet-to-fleet combat, and then go after the colonists on the planet. So let's try this, shall we? Alrighty, so all the population is flying towards them. And here we go. Klackons attack Sakura. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and scan, shall we? Their planet has 3 Merculites. They have 5 points of shielding. Okay, and they have Duraloy armor. Alright, not too intimidating. Not trivial, but not too intimidating. Let's see what's on these ships, shall we? Oh, they're mostly death spores. Okay. Well, that's a threat to my planets, but that's not a threat in this particular fight. And they have 6 heavy ion cannons on the Hydras. The Hyper-Vs are negligible. Death spores are essentially a type of bomb, but instead of inflicting damage against missile bases, they kill the population on the planet. Very nasty. Very, very nasty. But not in this fight. Not in this fight. These ships are completely useless. The Huges are slightly more of a concern, but I think I can blow them up very quickly. They are not too heavily armored. They are actually heavily shielded, but attack level of 1 is kind of a joke. No missile computers on there. All right, so what am I going to do? Well, when I was designing the ship, you might have noticed I stuck this nuclear missile on here. What I'm going to do is I will toggle missiles off, and this will allow me to move around, and it means that if I fire all my guns, I don't necessarily end my turn because I still have the option to shoot missiles. Basically, it's a little tactical thing. Now, these blasters, again, can only move 2 tiles on the combat speed instead of 3, and they're a lot weaker. But they do have nuclear bombs, and those bombs will actually deal damage to this base. So if I can get them close enough, I will still use them. But the fusions are going to be the main thing here. Again, they're very heavily shielded, and they've got auto repair. The idea is just to negate damage. See, did 50 damage. Well, that's nice. I'll just heal that up between turns. And let's see. Well, we can go ahead and kill that. So let's blow that up. We've still got another shot. Let's go ahead and wait, and we'll get the first shot in on ships moving up. No, they're just going to retreat the Death Spore ships. No, that ship is moving down there for some reason. All right, so go ahead and move. Again, it hits, does 50 damage, and it's instantly healed. See 1200 down there? That's why auto repair is so good in this game. Okay, let's see, 1. Let's go ahead and hit the planet. Actually, they have low enough shielding that even my guns deal damage. Even my fusion beams are dealing damage because they don't have much shielding on the planet. Again, they only have 5 points of shielding. So that's pretty nice. Okay, and I'll be move in a position to hit those ships next turn. All right, and these guys can come down too. Oh, well, they retreated. Well, they just ran away. So let's go ahead and take this out. Boop, boop. And then the bombs hit, and the bombs deal way more damage. So we killed about 20 factories in that bombing, which is fine. Alrighty, so here we go. Now, again, I have the option to bomb the planet if I want to. I can just destroy the colony from orbit here if I want to, but I would prefer to invade and capture the planet. That way those factories will still be there. If you do it the hard way by sending population, the factories will still be there, and you have the chance to capture techs. So I will not bomb the colony out, even though I could kill it here. I would prefer to move in and capture it intact. All right, so 40 Klackon transports come through. I should lose this because they have the armored exoskeleton. So you can see they're inflicting heavier casualties to me, but I can wear them down with repeated invasions. This should take out about half their pop, yeah, down to 30 pop. So again, how this is determined is every single time, like I had 40 guys, they had like 70 guys. Every single fight is a dice roll. It rolls a dice roll from 1 to 100 for each side, and then it adds to that roll based on what tech you have, and whichever side is higher is the side that wins. So it rolls the dice like over and over and over again. It's a law of large numbers thing. You get +5, what is it? Duralloy is +5, Zortrium is +10, Armored Exoskeleton is +20. Anyway, I don't want to go through them all, but overall I have, let's see, 10. I have +25, they have 25, 35, 40. They have +40, so they have a +15 advantage, which means that they have a pretty decent advantage. So on those dice rolls from 1 to 100, they're getting 15 more than I am, which means they're going to win more often than not. So in order to beat them, I have to wear them down through repeated population surges. So alternately, of course, I could just bomb the world out, but I would rather prefer to capture this planet intact if possible. Go ahead and do that then. I will keep sending, I can send about 35 or so, roughly 35 each turn. And this world can now send some too. Well, actually, it's a rich world. I shouldn't waste its production that way. It's kind of a waste to do that. All right, and I'll send this other fusion forward. Whoops, clicked on the wrong thing. And I'll send this new fusion bomber forward to join the others. So it's just a matter of me grinding down their population, which I should be able to do in time, and then I'll capture this world. So that'll probably take another 2 to 3 turns, but then I'll capture, and I'll have a chance to steal tech, which is what you're always looking for. So one of the best ways to get ahead in this game is to go ahead and conduct a successful invasion and start stealing their technology. That's typically how you catch up in this game, and that's where the real challenge in Master of Orion comes from. You're almost always behind on Impossible. Can you find a way to get past their missile bases, invade a planet where they have the tech advantage, and then start stealing their techs in invasions? That is typically how you win on high difficulty. Anyway, the tech I'd really want to get is this armored exoskeleton. I'd really like to get that tech because then these invasions won't be so difficult to do. That would help me a lot in terms of invasion. Oh, by the way, I'm not at war with these guys anymore, so we will, yeah, I'll see if I can, either steal this or acquire it from invasion, one or the other. That would be the goal in any case. All right, so Firma, still building missile bases. Nordia is probably okay back there. And I am keeping an eye each turn on ships incoming over here. All right, so the Klackons, oh, that's me. Never mind, let's just go forward. They're going to run away in this battle because they can see it's obviously a losing battle for them. If you get enough initiative, you can move and you can kill their them before they have a chance to run away. Now the Borathi are trying to poach this world. They've sent their own attack force. Let's see what they've got. A whole bunch of Hyper-Vs and fusion bombs and Hyper-X's. Okay, this is not particularly scary. Let's go ahead and they might not retreat. We'll see. They have a decent amount of power on that huge, but I would expect them to retreat. Yeah, they're going to retreat here. The fact that they took no action indicates they're going to retreat. So yeah, they're just going to get out of there. So no, you're not going to try to poach worlds from me. These are my worlds. All right, so cancel that. Again, I should probably lose this, but I should take them down to maybe like 15 pop, something like that, hopefully. Not quite as much as I was hoping for. See, they inflicted about 3-to-1 casualties on me because they have the tech advantage. Again, I will wear them down. I have had to do these battles sometimes where they were killing my guys at literally 10-to-1. I'm not exaggerating. I've had to do invasions where they were killing 10-to-1 in every single fight. That's how lopsided a tech advantage can be in these kind of invasions. Yeah, it's kind of funny when that happens, but eventually you can grind them down. Now the max you can send in one turn is 300. That's the max you can send in an invasion. Any more than that gets truncated. But I have had times where I sent 300, 300, 300, and I had to kill about 1,000 people to get the planet. In some late game situations. Yeah, a little crazy, but I mean you can do it, is sort of my point. All right, anyway, let's send these fusions forward. And I think that I will be fine to hold this planet with one of those fusion ships. So let's send the others forward. Oh, it's out of range. Oh, I was going to send them forward to Sullla, but it's out of range. Curse you, lack of range tech. All right, it's fine. I would send them forward and go after Sullla, but apparently don't have the range to reach there right now. Yay! Terraforming plus 40. So I'm going to have to back off and terraform all my worlds. So I can go from 10 million up to 40 million. So that's 30 million extra. 4 BC per million at 30 million extra is what? 120 BC per world. And you can have it automate this, but it does it kind of inefficiently. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that. Now to move forward, I can take either cloning or advanced eco restoration. I think that between these two, I will go with cloning because it's cheaper, and I already have a lot of waste cleanup tech. I don't really need another waste cleanup tech. Cloning means that you can regrow pop faster. It's pretty nice. All right, I don't think I will take the planet on this turn either, but I think next turn I will get it. Let's see. Again, I expect them to inflict more than 2-to-1 casualties here, but if I'm lucky, maybe. Oh, yes, there we go. Oh no, no free techs. Wow, 100 factories and not a single free tech. That's very rare. Typically, if you capture that many factories, you get at least one, if not two. It's usually about 50 factories equals one tech, so I must have been very unlucky on the dice roll there. That's a shame. That's really a shame. Anyway, oh wow, the Borathi have 4 huge ships incoming here to Artemis. Well, we got to hold position and defend the world first before I can go forward and head after Sullla, which I haven't even had the chance to scout yet. Alrighty, well that's really a disappointment. I was hoping to get some tech there, but in any case, I still got another planet, so that's nice. Now I will go ahead and continue sending pop. How much do I have incoming? 37, that'll help. But first I have to go through and terraform now. I have to go ahead and terraform these worlds. So let's see how we do this. Let's keep Vega on research, because it's the artifacts planet, and the rest of these worlds, go ahead and terraform. Put the rest into industry. So I can measure out the exact 120 RP, but I'm far enough ahead that I don't feel compelled to do that. So is it 120? I'll just rough it, sort of eyeball it roughly. And then they have to grow more factories. And then they also have to grow more pop. So terraforming and a couple ones in here. Terraforming. Oh, I see. It's because it was regrowing pop last turn anyway. All right, so that should be enough. Similar idea here. That should probably be enough, I think. Rough balling it here. All right, that's the artifacts planet. Here, Beta Ceti. Let's see, how much do we need? That should be plenty for terraforming. Actually, that's more than enough. I'll drop a little bit out of that. Nope, that's too little. That should be plenty. Put the rest in industry to get started on factories. This planet will really benefit from the terraforming. The smaller they are, the more they benefit from terraforming. That's the thing. All right, this is a rich planet. All right, so this one really, yeah, this is going to need all of its research points to terraform. And even then, I think it's a little bit short, so reserve spending. I'll give it a tick of reserve spending just to make sure it fully terraforms. Same thing here. Is that enough? Yeah, that's just enough to terraform. These small rich worlds will really benefit from terraforming, like especially a planet like this, Firma. Go from size 20 to size 50. Yeah, that's a bit of an increase. Let's just put it that way. That's a bit of an increase. Much, much nicer. So go ahead and terraform there. And let's see, similar idea here. Okay, 337. This is more than enough to terraform. There'll be some waste here, but that's okay. I'm not going to measure it out on every single planet. I actually do that sometimes when I'm playing by myself. If it were a very close game, I would not want to waste the production. I would definitely measure it all out. And here, I'll probably just grow some pop. Yeah, but not that it really matters. All right, this planet. There you go. Terraforming. And there we go. Okay, Rana is still an artifacts world. Okay, alrighty, so I'm going to get 1 million messages next turn about terraforming. In the meantime, I'll hold the fleet in its current position while I figure out where in the world this Borathi fleet is going. I think it's going for Artemis, but I can't tell 100% for certain. I can't wait until I have advanced space scanner, then I'll be able to know where these ships are going. Okay, yeah, it's definitely heading for this planet, so I definitely have to hold my own fleet over it. Alrighty, so let's see. All that terraforming should have gone through. Let's go ahead and reassign spending now. So now Colden's 140. Let's see, how many factories can this build? 140 times 3 is what? It's 3 is 420, 420. Yeah, so there's a lot of factories to build still. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and have it build factories, and it'll be the same thing pretty much everywhere. Why do you build factories before spending on ecology? Because you get natural pop growth anyway, each turn. Like watch, if I go in here, planets, see all the population growth everywhere. You naturally get population growth anyway. So you might as well spend in factories and take advantage of the natural population growth. So max factories, then max population second, is generally a good rule because you never get free factories, but you will get free pop growths, is the thing. If that makes sense. I'm just trying to talk here to fill the time of what's not very exciting, watching me play with the sliders and reassign production everywhere. Anyway, though, so these planets all got a lot bigger, and that's a very good sign. Ugh, no waste spending. Come on. Again, you can automate this to a certain extent, but I typically try to do it myself. So yeah, from 35 up to 65 on a rich world. This is the poor little Firma. Remember when it was size 10 max, all the way up to size 50? It'll actually be semi-decent at that point. Never a great world, but decent at least. Every planet counts because they can all be terraformed eventually. And here's Nordia, the other one that was so small. This one's actually not done terraforming yet. Oh, I see why, because it's Artemis. I see. This is the planet I just captured, and the Sakura are even trying to steal it back. So I'll give it some reserve spending. Let it keep growing pop. Right now, it actually needs population to work the factories. Yeah, here comes the Bullrathi, and here comes the Sakura. Fleet incoming as well. Well, that's okay. That's why my fleet is still there, to drive them away. Again, you often can't send your ships forward until you manage to stand up missile bases on a planet you just captured, and clearly I don't have that just yet. Anyway, the good news is my population number is going up. On here, this population bar is going to go up very quickly, so I will have all that population grown in time for the next election, and I should be very safe. Alright, so we got a battle going on over here, over Artemis. Alright, first up, the Sakura. Here's their Hydra design. We'll take a look at that again. Heavy ion cannons, death spores. Again, I'm not really that worried because I have 5 huges. That's worth about 30 large ships. I expect that they will retreat. If they don't, I will blow them up. Oh wow, they're coming forward. Alrighty, let's do this then. And I will wait so I can get in the first shot. Watch. Boom, I get in the first shot. There we go. So I got in the first shot and I killed 4 of their ships and they did no damage to me because I instantly healed it with the auto repair. See why the auto repair special is so nice? Alright, boom, boom. And yeah, they should not have fought this battle. Let's just put it that way. And even my old ships can get in the action, kill 2 of them. Yeah, well, it's too late to retreat now, AI. Boom, you're dead. So that was 11 of their ships killed, and they did nothing to me. And I wiped out all of their transports that were trying to land on Artemis. So yeah, that was pretty good there. Alrighty. So I just built a whole bunch of factories. How close are these planets to? Well, this planet's just about maxed out on factories. Still, I'm not going to try to micromanage this. As they max out, I will go ahead and reassign them to growing pop, but I won't try to micromanage it just yet. Alrighty, so I turned them away. Now I have to wait over Artemis one more turn while I'm turning away the Bullrathi, who are also incoming to this planet. I have no idea what's on those Bullrathi ships, but you know, I do have my fleet here, so hopefully. Let's see, they have 4 huges, I have 5 huges. Hopefully my huges are better than theirs. And I hope that doesn't sound too terribly dirty, the way that I just said that. In any case, though, let's find out what they've got, shall we? Meanwhile, the rest of my planets are just still building factories and growing population. So let's see what they have, shall we? Here they come. And what's on those ships? They have, oh wow, a gazillion fusion bombs and death spores. But they have nothing for ship-to-ship combat. Okay, so this is a terrifying ship in terms of getting past missile bases with all those fusion bombs and the death spores. But in terms of ship-to-ship combat, they're actually very weak. So let's go ahead and hopefully I can kill some of them. If they're smart, they'll just retreat. Nope, not smart. Not very smart at all. And we'll wait so that when they move up next to our ship, we'll get in a shot. There we go, boom, and we just killed one of their huges. Alrighty. By the way, another weakness of this design, this is a frequent weakness of the AI. The AI does not prioritize attack level very well. So again, no computers on this tech. The AI will just stack as many weapons as possible, and they will neglect attack level, and they also will neglect speed. Note how it's only speed 1. That's a mistake, in other words. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and kill another one of their ships. They will probably retreat now. But I'll be able to get in maybe one more shot. Nope, wow, they're determined, man. Okay, well, they're never going to get next to that planet because they're going to die long before that's the case. By the way, I could also probably just block them from ever reaching the planet too, just because I could have my 2 ships run a little dance. Well, you're never getting there. Sorry. So, 4 huge ships, very, very expensive in terms of production, shot down, did no damage to me. Like I said, the AI is not very good at designing ships. If the AI ever does kind of luck its way into a good ship design, which doesn't happen that often, that's when they get really scary. They actually become terrifying when they actually luck their way into a good design. Anyway, so a couple of these planets have max factories. As they max factories, I will set them to grow the population. We'll remax at the new max level. There we go, Colden. And I'll lose it, like I said, I will lose out a little bit in the process, but that's all right. All right, so Zengara, a rich world. Yeah, those rich worlds grow. Finish their factories very, very fast. Okay, so now we got to grow the pop so all those factories can be worked. Betiseti. Moreg. Okay. And not all the planets have finished with their factories. Like this little world still hasn't yet. But yeah, I mean, it's looking good. So I'm basically not doing any research right now. I'm just kind of holding steady while all my planets remax. In terms of the planets tab, though, my planet income is going up quite a bit. It was around 5,000 before that terraforming, and it's still going up. So that's a very good sign. Alrighty, over here. Can we go ahead and move forward? I think that we probably can. What I will do is I will leave my... I'll leave one blaster behind. Can I go ahead and move forward then? I bet if I get rid of them, it's one turn. All right, one turn. What do they have on Sullla? Actually, wow. Okay, they actually have a lot of ships there. All right, well, I'm not too anxious to move in and fight that fleet. Let's see if that fleet moves out somewhere. I was getting ready to order the attack, then I'm like, oh, actually, you know, they do have 300 mediums and 12 larges there. So actually, they have about 400 medium ships there. So maybe we'll wait for a minute. How does Exus look? Maybe we go after Exus instead, instead of Sullla. We'll see. I don't want to be too aggressive until I find out where that fleet goes. And besides, more time is not such a bad thing. It gives me time to max out my planets, finish their terraforming, and so on and so forth. So waiting a little while is not such a big deal. And yeah, there's still plenty of factories to build here. All right, well, let's keep an eye on that fleet. All right, here it comes. Well, here comes some ships. I wonder if they just sent that fleet forward. All righty, so this planet is maxed out on factories. And this planet's maxed out on factories. Same deal here. The hostile worlds really grow the pop a lot slower. You can see that the hostile ones do not grow pop very fast. All right, Draconis, the poor world, also takes a long time to max out factories. But I do have the full 400 on there. All right, so Tyre or Tyr, however you say it, now has maxed out on colonists. So this is remaxed. Can I see it right now? No. 120 people, 360 factories. So that planet's maxed out. Vega looks like it's maxed out too. So I'll have it do research. Colden has maxed out. Let's go back to shipbuilding. Vulcan, same deal. Go back to ship construction. Fediceti, same deal. And this planet can go do research. It's way, way, way in the back lines. That now means that I can take my artifacts world Rana, which has been patiently awaiting the time to terraform, and I can go ahead and terraform now because I have planets that are taking over research. All right. Okay, so let's see. This planet is a shipbuilding world. This is a shipbuilding world where, well, it will be in a minute. Indoria, similar idea. Well, it's regrowing pop. Colden, back to building ships. Fediceti, and Tyr, same thing. Alrighty, so this looks pretty good. Let's check out what's incoming from up here. Oh, here comes the whole kit and caboodle. All their ships incoming. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and actually, I don't think I can get a missile base up here even if I want to. Even with reserve spending, I doubt I can get a missile base up here. So it's just going to be up to the fleet to defend this world against the incoming full Sakura fleet. Let's see, can I get a base up? No. Can't do it because I have to build that planetary shield first. Well, let's go ahead and split it between population growth and factories. So glad I didn't send the fleet forward. We're going to have another big battle here. I mean, it depends on what's on these medium ships. I have no idea what's on them. I know what's on this design, and it's not scary, but it depends on what's on those other ships. Can't be too scary, I don't think. Can't be worse than Merculites. So it looks like they got a lot of missiles. Lots and lots of missiles. Anyway, yeah, my pop's growing up there. And planetary income. Note how it was like 6,000 last turn. Now it's up to 7,000. That's because I grew a lot of pop. Look at all this pop I grew. And they all grew onto factories. So yeah. Let's see if I can hold this planet. It really just depends on what's on these ships more than anything else. Alright, let's see. What do we have here? Okay, Hyper-Vs. That's nothing. Hyper-Vs. Death Spores. Death Spores. Okay. So none of this is very scary. We'll kill the Valkyries. Well, we'll kill the Death Spores first. We have to shoot down the Death Spores. Otherwise, they'll kill all life on the planet. So, I got to take out that Spirit stack first. Go for the Spirit stack. Alright. Let's do this. They actually have very little in the way of ship-to-ship weaponry here. Note that by the way, note that the one ship design, the Valkyrie, has 2 moves. The nice thing is almost all these ships have attack level 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. So they're very slow moving and they have almost nothing in the way of attack level. All right, I'm going to move here. I'm going to wait. And then I'll get a chance to shoot at this ship design as it moves past. See, there we go. Boom. And now it's dead. Okay, and they have a 2-range missile. All right, which one is the one that has the death spores? The Spirit. Okay, up here. So let's go ahead and move up there. And now end my turn. Now I get to move again because I used the wait command. And let's go ahead and see how many we can kill. Okay, so we took out a good portion of the stack. Now I'll go ahead and move back. Wait. I'm going to have this ship wait too. Alright, see, that's their long-range shots. Still, they barely scratched this ship. Now the blasters took some actual damage there. But I'll go ahead and use them to get in some more shots here. Oops. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I thought I was still on the blaster. Okay, well, what can I do here? Move down here, and get in a shot on that design. Actually, they just killed one of my ships there. I think I'm going to retreat these guys back. I don't want them taking that heavy fire. I don't want to throw away ships needlessly. Yeah, see, they have 6 heavy ion cannons. That's what that big shot that you saw coming out of this thing was. All right. Did I already fire this turn? I think I did, yes. Okay, done. All right, so kill these 2. This I'm going to retreat for right now, out of range, and I still managed to get off my shot because they stupidly moved up next to me. All right, let's go ahead and let's finish killing this stack. That'll be enough to kill it this turn. And now we can move on to whittle down these juggernauts. Again, in this game, it's better for you to try to minimize damage to your own ships. It's more important to minimize damage to your own ships because you always heal up to full between battles. Oh wow, look at that. What did he just fire there? He just fired Hyper Vs. Okay. They're only Hyper Vs. That's a very basic missile tech, but my goodness, he does have a lot of them. He does have a lot of those missiles. It looked very intimidating. So let's go ahead and kill these first, shall we? The missiles will disappear if I kill that stack. And I think I will just retreat out of here before that can hit. Look, so again, the AI is also bad at targeting. The AI has wasted both of its first 2 volleys at this stack, which is not what it should be shooting at. It needs to be shooting at my huges. So watch, I should be able to make it out of here. Oh, and now all the missiles disappear. They're totally wasted. And now they're trying to escape. But nope, we're going to blow up that stack. So they're all gone now. And now this is the only thing left. They might retreat here. I'm not sure. They might retreat. They've used up their Hyper Vs. They still have the Death Spores, though. But they with 6 heavy ion cannons, let's see, that's 6 times 12. That's 78 heavy ions. I have 22 times 5. I have a little over 100 fusion beams. Fusion beam's a more advanced weapon than the ion cannon. Well, they're going to shoot at the planetary surface. Okay, buddy. So they want to get next to the planet, and they want to drop those death spores to kill population. What the... Oh my god, what the heck just happened? I went to click on planet, and my ship just moved all the way through, and now I can't fire at the ship. Well, that's bad. They're going to drop their death spores, and they're going to kill a lot of the planet's population. Alright, well, let's do our best to defend here. Yeah, I can kill 2 of those ships with each shot. They're going to get to kill some pop, but they won't kill it all. I will be able to replenish it. Alright, very careful. Click on planet. So they've killed about 10 to 15 pop thus far. Again, each death spore has kills 1 pop. Oh, it has a chance to kill, actually, because their attack level is so low. They're not guaranteed to get a kill. So in the meantime, I will shoot them down. And yeah, they're all going to die. So I've lost a little pop on this planet. I lost 1 of the blasters, but I killed literally every single ship that they brought. That was a pretty decisive battle. Pretty decisive. They really could not hurt my ship designs. So that was pretty cool. Alright, so that pretty much wipes out the Sakura Navy, and now I'm pretty much have free run to go in and just start killing their planets. So let's do that, shall we? I mean, after all, they used death spores against me. That's an act of war, man. I mean, well, we were already at war, but I mean, death spores are treated like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like weapons of mass destruction. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. That honestly is how they're treated in the game. Like weapons of mass destruction. So they did some damage to the planet's surface. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to regrow. I'm going to have to do some ecology spending here to fix the damage that they did to the planet's surface. Anyway, though, I killed their whole fleet. Wow, they have more of those hydras in production. They really like that design, don't they? Anyway, though, I will go ahead and, well, let's at least find out how many bases they have here at Sullla. I can get to Sullla and get back again in 1 turn, whereas their ships are slow enough that they need 2 turns to get to Artemis. So Artemis should be reasonably safe. Okay. And, oh, where was the planet I terraformed? Right here. Okay. Artifacts world. Industry max. Planetary income went up again. That's good. And yeah, these worlds are just in the middle of building stuff. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Alrighty. I have not had any success stealing anything from these guys. A little bit surprising. Still hoping to be able to either steal or capture armored exoskeleton. That would be really helpful. I suppose I should probably get updated tech reports on some of these other races. Let's just start putting one tick onto some of the others to find out what they've got. I could spend more heavily, but see, they are sending they sent another fleet forward, but I can get back to that planet because they can't reach it in a single turn. Well, they have 45 missile bases. That's a lot. I do not have enough here to capture this base. Not against 45 bases. They're not very well shielded, but yeah, I do not have enough. I don't have enough to get through that. Get through 45 of them. So I'm gonna have to retreat from here. I'll have to build more ships and come back. In other words, I mean that's really what it just comes down to. So the Borathi have decided they want to go to war. Okay, buddy. Sure, guys. Whatever. All right. Here, let's see, have reached the max. And, okay. Let's go ahead and, well, this is a rich planet. So that means shipbuilding, I think. I'll build a missile base and then convert it over to shipbuilding. Here's another rich planet. Good. Well, I can build a ship in 1 turn. It must have had some production saved up. Okay, Tari's finished maxing out. Seltzi has finished maxing out. Very nice. Some of these worlds are still going, aren't they? Yeah, like this one is. This one's done. It already does have max factories, right? Yeah, 225. Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, so the research is going up as planets come out of development. That's good news. Where is my artifacts world? Right here. Okay. Well, it's still not done building factories yet. Alrighty, so bring these guys back to defend Artemis. Because there's another fleet incoming and I still don't have any missile bases here on Artemis yet. Of course, I can build stuff a lot faster by doing reserve spending here. Double the production. Let's get 10 pop to fill it up to full. We'll do that, and we'll spend the rest on factories. Cheap and easy way to do this. Oh wait, actually it's already maxed on factories. Oh, okay. Never mind, then let's get started building some missile bases, shall we? And Sullla looks like a hard nut to crack. Maybe I'll just go and attack Aquilay instead. If I can get some missile bases here, maybe I'll go send a fleet to Aquilay and take it away from the Borathi. Alrighty. I'm not too worried about diplomacy at this point. I think I'm pretty safe. I think even if all the other races work together, they probably can't beat me at this point. Yeah, see, my population's grown enough that I will not lose any more council votes. I am very safe against the council. Okay, so here comes more of these guys. Still with that same design. With the death spores and whatnot. Nope, they're not going to retreat. Okay. It's fine with me. I'll just start shooting your guys down. Well, that actually did do... Now, it might look like they did a lot of damage, but I healed basically all of that back between turns, so... Not too scared. But what I am going to do is I am going to keep them away from the blasters. They would do too much damage. They'd kill one of these ships. Also, they're stupidly shooting at the wrong ship. So again, minimize attrition. I mean, that many large ships is a pretty big deal. Like they brought what, like 30 something large ships? I mean, that's a lot of ships. So yeah, I'm cutting them down, and again, I'm inflicting massive damage to them, and they're not doing any damage to me. I mean, that's kind of like the point of all this. I still don't want to risk that. I think I can kill them before they close to the planet. Oh, well, they got close enough to get in a shot anyway. Did they just kill one of those ships? I think they did, actually. I think I had 6. So yeah, get them out of here. Oops. Well, at this point, they can't kill one of these. So we'll go ahead and move forward. Yeah, I think they did kill one of my ships. Oh well, if I kill, what, like 35 of their larges and they kill one of mine and an outdated design, that's not that big a deal. Alright, so I did just kill a lot of their ships. Alright, still first in production, that's to be expected. Here comes another fusion ship. And this planet has maxed out on factories and colonists. I think it has, right? Yes. And now it can start building missile bases. They do have quite a lot of those ships, though. You can see how they're really favoring this design. They obviously have them rallied to Sullla, and they're building more and more constantly. Anyway, so here comes more of these ships. I should probably change my rally point, though. Let's change it to Vega, because the Bulrathi just declared, and I want to, I feel like I need to pay them back. Alright, well, I'll turn this off and get some views of what these guys have, what Bear Boy has. Difficult to invade the Bulrathi, but satisfying if you can do it. Satisfying if you can do it, for sure. Okay. So Artemis, yeah, is building bases. It needs to build quite a few bases, though. It's definitely not safe yet. Can't really move the fleet forward too aggressively until that planet's safe. Anyway, in the meantime, yeah, the rest of these worlds are building up. Okay, this world, this has got to be just about done with factories. No, actually, no. Still needs quite a few. Still needs quite a few more factories. I would like to get rid of this world. It's kind of an eyesore. How is this planet? Oh, that's the artifacts world. Duh, I just checked there. Okay. Alrighty, well, if worse comes to worse, I can always just keep teching up, and I'll eventually get more advanced techs. And that will allow me to design more advanced ships than even the ones I have right now. Although there's really nothing that crucial in the queue upcoming. Alright. See, here comes another invasion down here. I need to have my fleet ready to defend it. Yeah, the silicoids are still unhappy. Everyone's unhappy with me. I control way too many planets and way too much pop. They all hate me. See, now the Alkari. My one friend in the game is finally declaring war. Alright, so I probably will not really have much peace for the rest of the game. That's to be expected. I can't say I'm too surprised by that. The pressure on the AI has to be immense because I control so much of the galaxy. It causes them all to hate me. That's not too surprising. Okay, well, what we need to do now is we need to keep an eye out for the Alkari. So, planets up here definitely need to... Oh, wow, I'm already up to 17 bases here. Planets up here will need to start taking care. Let's re-rally my ships somewhere closer. How about... where do I want to rally ships to? I'm trying to think where would be useful. Well, actually, it depends on what text the Alkari have. Let me see. Did I get that spying report on them? On what they have? No, this is still outdated, so I really don't know what they have, which is a shame. I do know what the bears have. Oh, they have antimatter bombs now. That's really scary. That's the upgrade from fusion bomb. They're probably the most dangerous ones right now. Looks like they pulled the Alkari into the war against me. Not a surprise. Anything else useful? Wow, their computer tech is awful. I should try to steal from them. Their computer tech is abysmal. Really outdated. Again, not that unusual for the Bulrathi, but that's pretty sad. Yeah, so let's see, where should I go? Let's just try some kind of central location. Maybe here at Firma could work for me. I guess just a central location to pull ships from over here. And I can move them to wherever I need them from here. So let's try that. At least the shipbuilding worlds that are over here. I use that for. So there's one ship going over here. And I have more ships incoming. What is this? Oh, that's incoming to Draconis, I see. Okay, so these planets can keep rallying to Draconis. That works. Here comes another fleet, 25 Hydras. Artemis needs more missile bases to be able to shoot them down. Just keep building them. I might want to build like 30 or so bases here because it's kind of an exposed point world. But it's relatively safe for right now. Meanwhile, the worlds on the bear border and the bird border are going to need more bases. This planet's probably okay, but Rana will definitely need more. Definitely need more. Only 4 bases is not enough. Hopefully I'll get... Yeah, I'm really close to getting advanced space scanner tech, though, so that will help a ton in terms of defending what I've got up here, because that'll allow me to actually see where their ships are going and be able to respond to threats ahead of time. Anyway, let's get a couple bases on some of these worlds. Yeah, just build bases up here for a couple turns. So here comes another battle over here. I see an Alkari ship heading south. I wonder where it's going. I can't tell, unfortunately. Alright, so here we go. Here's their 25 whatever again. Same design we've been seeing. Let's see how many we can shoot down this turn. Now I have missile bases to shoot back. Another thing that's a problem is I don't have much. I still have terrible missiles. I still only have Hyper X's this late in the game, which is just awful. Really sad. So my bases have good shielding, but I don't have much in the way of actual damage, unfortunately. Having to rely on these fusion beams. I've written this before when I've written about Master of Orion. I don't think I've done anything about it, mentioned it in these videos, but the fusion beam is my favorite weapon in Master of Orion, and I will probably won more games with the fusion beam than any other weapon. And once again, here it is doing yeoman work in this particular game. So once again, thank goodness they don't have any speed on these designs. It's just what I can say. I mean, if they had speed on these designs, they could actually get close to my planets and drop those death spores on them. That would be a heck of a lot scarier, let me tell you that. But these designs are really slow, so I have plenty of time to shoot them down before they get close enough. So they can't really do anything. So like, if they'd have to either bring more ships or have more. Oh wow, I got a deep penetration with the Sakura. Oh man, I'm trying to remember. I was going to steal construction tech from them and hope to get armored exoskeleton. And I do! Wow! Well, that was lucky. Hello. Thank goodness. Now that'll make invading planets infinitely easier. Oh no! That's a terrible event. Wow. Talk about bad luck outdoing good luck. Oh my god. The one tech I was waiting for was my discovery of advanced space scanner. And right when I'm about to discover the tech, I got hit with an event that caused me to lose all of my research points in that tech. Wow. 19,000 research points lost. That is a terrible event. I mean, it's not crucial given the situation of this game because I'm in pretty comfortable shape in this game, but wow, that is a real kick in the teeth. That is, yeah, that's painful. Painful to see that happen. Wow. I was really hoping on getting that tech, but see, now it's gone. All right, 1 tick in every field goes to computer research until we can get that. We'll emphasize computer tech to make up for it. Jeez. Man, why couldn't... I mean, that event is totally random. It could have hit planetology or something, like I just got started. Most of the events in this game are bad, and that was a classic case of a bad event right there. Ooh. Oh man, that's just frustrating. All right, anyway, what do we have here? Looks like, oh wow, okay, here comes the Alkari fleet. Looks like it's headed to Kalis. So let's build those bases at Kalis, shall we? Sure looks like it's headed there. And yeah, let's see. Right here, I've got some bases being built. Here comes a ship up here. Let's make sure any of those fusion ships can get up to Kalis. This is their main fleet. I have no idea what's on their fleet because I haven't had visibility on them for a long time. Sure wish that I could get a better missile tech is the only thing. I still don't have an accurate report on them. They have Merculite missiles. Maybe I can get a better missile tech from somebody. Maybe Kitty has a better missile tech. I can always try talking to them. I would love to have like Scatter Pack or, well, I'd love something like Pulsons, but that's a non-issue. No, nothing too useful here, unfortunately. No, really nothing here. All right, so she has nothing I want. Yeah, she blew up the conversation too. Maybe these guys will be willing to sign peace. They might be. I've been beating them pretty handedly. It would be nice to be able to shift over to other areas. Okay, so yeah, they're willing to stop right now. Let's see. There's nothing here that I'm interested in. Duralloy, plus 30, terraforming, range 6. Nope, they're not willing to offer. Never mind. See, you can't press them too much or they just blow you off. I was hoping that they'd be willing to offer the chance to trade for Merculites, but the AI never, the AI will never give you a chance to trade for their most advanced tech. Alright, so I guess it's going to have to be Hyper Vs, or Hyper Xs, which are really terrible for this late in the game. But I don't have much of an option. Well, I can double the production on this rich world, which on a rich world means disgusting numbers of missile bases. Alright, I wonder how many more turns. I think I've got at least one more turn before they arrive. Oh, we've got a council vote coming up too, but that's a non-issue. Anyway, the game's very good at creating tension in the form of how you come under increasing attack as you become more powerful in the game, and it does that pretty well. Anyway, I'm going to start sending the fleet forward over to Andoria, and then I can reassign it from there because I'm no longer at war with the lizards. All right, what's this? Here's the council vote. Let's play out the council vote, and then let's see what happens on this planet, and that'll make a good place to stop. Anyway, I have more than... Everyone's probably going to vote against me, but I have enough to block a council vote. So there's a vote for the enemy. No, I actually got votes from the Sakura because I just signed peace. That is more than enough to ensure that I'm not going to lose the vote. But I should have a... Yeah, see, I have 16 out of 38. I can easily block a vote. I almost have half the population. Anyway, 21 out of 38 is not enough to win, so I can't win the vote, and I'm pretty sure I can't vote for them either. 29 out of 38 has to be well over 2/3, so no, I can't vote for them either. So we have to abstain, and the game goes on. I need to grind down more planets to be in a position to win, but hey, I'm in a position where I can't lose unless my population goes down. That's the thing. I can't win yet. Like, I can't lose, but I also can't win the game right now. So anyway, here they come again. And I still have no idea what's actually on these designs. Research coming along okay. Planets transfer to Kalis. So we'll double the production again. And let's see. Can I squeeze out an extra base? Yes, I'll squeeze out an extra base by going into waste for one turn. Just because I know this is the last turn before their big, scary Doom fleet arrives. Whatever you want to call it. These are the ships heading up there. Did I produce another ship over here? Yes, yes I did. So we'll move that forward too. Okay, Artifacts World is done with growing pop. And needs to build a couple bases just in case it would come under attack. Golden only has 2 bases, but I think it's okay for right now. Alright, Tari is probably far enough in the back lines to be okay for right now. Tyr has 12, that's okay for right now. And these backline planets are probably safe-ish. Safe-ish. This world's not, though. And where's my little world, Firma? Yeah, this world's not safe either. Oh, hello, why am I not building bases here? That's a mistake. Forgot where that planet was located. Alright. And Indoria actually probably should build a couple bases here too because it's very exposed. And I've still got plenty of money going into research. All right, let's find out what's on these ships. Again, I have no idea what's on these Alkari ships. Without knowing, it's hard to say whether this is a dangerous battle or nothing. Let's find out. Ooh, well, this is not good. They have fusion bombs on the 970 stack. They have warp dissipator on the War Eagles. That could be trouble too. All right, the Hyperaxes are not scary. They will not do enough damage to get through my missile bases. The Merculites are a bit scary, but they only have 2 shots of Merculites, so they'll be out. The Foxbats are useless. Lasers are pointless. They don't deal damage. The Warp Dissipator could be scary, but the Fusion Bomb stack is the thing. Fortunately, it's attack level 0. Still, I need to concentrate my shots on this stack, because if they get off 1,000 Fusion Bombs, they have a good chance to take the planet. 34 missile bases or not. All right, let's see how many of their shots I can waste firing at this particular ship here. All right, now which one is it? It's the 970 stack that has the fusion bombs? Yes, that's the one that I have to target. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a scatter pack right now. That would be so nice. Okay, so they've wasted 1 shot shooting at... Which group is that? Oh, that's the Merculites. Okay, so they've wasted 1 missile shooting at something instead of the planet. So, all right, so let's see. I should be able to dodge these missiles and then get back in the fight. Oh, well, actually, didn't even do any damage. I didn't even need to be that worried. Okay, whatever. And it's going to depend on how many I kill. I killed a decent amount with those first couple of shots, but not as many as I would have liked. Well, that did like no damage. The problem is I only have 11 fusion beams, so each shot can only kill 1 ship. So these big, huge designs are not so great against... Yeah, they're going to kill my little ships there. These big, huge designs are not so great against a swarm of little ships. And now the Warp Dissipator is hitting me. The Warp Dissipator is a ship special. What it does is it reduces the speed of ships that are hit by it. It's actually quite dangerous. I'm actually going to retreat out of here, I think, before I take any more damage. This is the only thing that's actually dangerous, is all those fusion bombs. So it's just a matter of trying to shoot these down. And I don't quite know how much damage they're going to do when they get next to the base. How many are they going to kill? Not too bad. I think I'm going to survive the battle. Fortunately, they have a low attack level, so most of their shots are missing. See, they have attack level 0. They probably only just have enough space to fit a fusion bomb on a small. It's hard to fit a fusion bomb on a small hull. You need more miniaturization tech. So I'm going to survive this battle just barely. Now, again, if I had built fewer missile bases, remember I started the battle with like 30-something bases. If I had started the battle with like 20, I would have lost this battle. But because I built so many missile bases, I had just enough to survive. Like, we're both getting low, but they're running out of fusion bombs. And so we're each dealing less damage to one another every round of combat. But thankfully, I had just enough. That was pretty close overall. So I was able to turn them back, and they were not able to take the planet. Thank God that was a rich world. I could not have built bases that fast at a non-rich world. If they had sent it at a planet like Nordia, I just would have lost the planet. I mean, which wouldn't be the end of the world right now. Like, that wouldn't mean the end of the game. I've lost planets many times before, but that was fairly close as these things go. It's another sign of why Master of Orion is such an awesome game, is the sense of scale in this game. Again, you can build 1 base, you can build, 50 bases. You don't build, to do a civilization comparison, you don't build like city walls. You can build lots and lots and lots of bases. You can build as many bases as you need to, and that's one thing that makes it fun. All right, so let's send these forward to Kalis, which seems to be the focus. And once I have my fleet grouped, I can go in and I can try to attack these worlds. These worlds don't seem to be that heavily defended. This world, Willow in particular. So I'm going to shift. Yeah, this planet took a lot of damage from all that bombing, though. See, I lost some pop and lost some factories. So let's just grow that back. And industry max. Fortunately, it's a rich world, so it can rebuild that stuff really fast. But these backline worlds cannot build bases nearly as fast. Oh man, now I want to keep playing this game because it's gotten very interesting. I think I've mentioned this many times before, but this game does a great job of sucking you in and making the game making it very exciting to play. It might not feel that way. I mean, it's low tech graphics. I'm not even playing with sound here, no sound effects or anything, but it's just such a classic game. It's so interesting. So anyway, the Alkari, they're gonna get some in the next part, and now I finally got a spy. Now I can finally see what they've got. They've got the impulse drives. Yeah, their weaponry is not too great. It's just a shame I don't have better missiles myself. Yeah, not so great. Okay, yeah, they're pretty vulnerable to attack. They have no planetary shield, and their best missiles are only Merculites, no scatter pack or anything like that. So they are very vulnerable to invasion. Very vulnerable. Let's just get my main fleet over here. I'm going to get the core of my fleet over. Actually, no, let me reassign. Belay that order from Helmsman. Let's congregate at Firma, shall we? And I'll move this over here too. We will congregate at Firma. That's where my ships are rallying to. And we will go after Willow first. But that's going to have to be in the next video because this is already over an hour. It's about 75 minutes, and I think it's time to stop. So anyway, we're in great shape. Cannot lose the council vote. Now it's a matter of just taking it to our enemies. And unfortunately in this game, our enemies are everyone. So it's a matter of snapping up and conquering as many planets as possible. So I'm going to do that in the next part. I believe the next one is part 5. So I will save this in both save files. And then it's just a matter of polishing this one off. Anyway, once again, hope you guys are enjoying this. Hope you're having fun watching the videos. Until next time, have a great week. See you then. Take care.